Hello and welcome to another review video. Today we'll be looking at this power bank. It's the Oraimo Traveler Link 20. It's a 20,000 milliamp power bank, which means it's meant for extended use. By that I mean charging multiple devices simultaneously, one device more than once, and maybe large devices like tablets. I'll do this video in different stages. I'll talk first about the capacity, which basically I've already covered, portability, charging speed, the build quality, and extra features like this LED light. Then we'll also talk about these cables and how useful they are and what they are supposed to do. This is the standard feature of this power bank. We'll talk about it in depth in the course of the video. On first impression, it's the classic Oraimo design for most power banks. The build, the quality is good as usual, and there's an LED indicator to show the amount of charge you still have left on this. So portability, it's a fairly large power bank. It's the thickness is that of about 2 large smartphones, and for the weight, we can measure it. I measured it before and it came to about half a kilogram. I don't know if you can see this. Let me put it here. And it's 503 grams. That's a half a kilo, which means it's quite heavy, but it can easily fit in most pockets. I've tried it in my pockets, and even the not so deep pockets it can still fit in, but it's bulky. But you can understand with the amount of power, the amount of charge this thing carries. It's the thickness of 2 phones, as I said. It's not a small power bank, but it's not too big. But it's the weight that's where maybe you should worry about. If you don't have a belt, it might drop your trousers. With that out of the way, I'll talk about the charging speed. I've tested this out. I got this from a friend, so I've tried testing it out to the best of my ability. It outputs 12 watts. What I don't understand, I don't have something to measure that, whether it's for one device or whether it divides that if you are charging multiple devices. But what I noticed, if I'm charging more than one device, the charging will be a bit slower, but it's not slow, it's fast enough. It's fast enough for most devices. For my phone, it will be slower than the normal fast charging, but it won't take that long. And I also use it to charge my other devices here and there. So it's not that bad, and it doesn't have USB-C power delivery, so there's no really fast charging. Oraimo claims it has the only fast charging technology, but it's hard to get that on other devices. Maybe it will work on other Oraimo devices, but mostly you won't get fast charging on other devices. But it doesn't mean it's slow. It's fast enough for everyday use, and I can't complain about it. Yes. As I mentioned earlier, you have these LED indicators which will show you the amount of power left, so know whether you need to charge it. When it runs out of power, this one LED, the last one, will blink to alert you that you need to charge it. When you charge it, of course, it will indicate that it's charging by moving up and down from the first to the last LED light. For this device, you can charge out. I tried it out. I haven't done it extensively, but for an ordinary smartphone, it depends again on the battery size. You can charge 3 to 5 or 4.5 times depending on the kind of device you have. Yeah, that's what from my test. Maybe it might vary depending on your device, but for my phone, which has a 3500 milliamp hour battery, I was able to charge it almost 4 times. But I can say 3 times because I was not coming from 0% to 100. But it's a good power bank, which means it can save you more than once. So it has 4 outlets to charge your devices, which you can also charge simultaneously, which is where we'll come to these wires which come fixed on this, where the power bank gets its name's Link. So it has these cables, which means you don't have to worry about carrying a cable, and there are 4 different types of cables. This first one, it's the USB-C, which maybe most people will be using. This Lightning, for the older iPhones from iPhone, I think iPhone 14 backwards, they use this. And this micro USB, they're all standard on most phones. This is USB-A. USB-A charging. I try to get it out so that I can show you what it looks like. I've never seen a device that uses this, but maybe they're out there, that's why it's here. So, but it's called USB-A, like the normal USB, like charges something which looks similar to this. Yes, these are the outlets which you can use simultaneously at the same time. And you can also, there's an additional outlet here which you can use to charge your other devices. So it has a total of 5 outlets, but here you'll need a cable to get that. On the Oraimo website, they've called this an input, but it's an output. I think it was a mistake. So this is an output. So it has only 2 inputs, micro USB and USB-C, to charge up this device. With that, since I've mentioned that, this thing takes quite a while to charge up depending on the charger you're using, but expect 8 hours or more or slightly less. I wasn't able to capture it accurately because I was charging it overnight, but I think 8 hours should be enough, or maybe 6. I'm not sure, but it takes quite a while. But once you charge it up, it can charge your device more than once. So here we can test out if it can charge multiple devices, how it charges multiple. I'll use one USB-C, a lightning for my iPad, and this for one of my feature phones. So let me get them to show you that it works. So you can start with this is my feature phone. So you can see it's charging. Then I can get my iPad. Yeah, it's I charged it fully, but you can see it's working. Then I can get I don't have a phone with me, it's the one I'm using to record, so you can just plug in this speaker. It's the Oraimo wrap. I've done a video on it, you can check it out here. It's also a great speaker, you can get it. You can use my discount code, which is available in the description of the video, which is on the channel. You can see it's charging all of them at the same time. You can see this one is still charging, and the iPad, it's fully charged. But yeah, you can see it can do 3 at a go if you have friends, but the only problem is if they're all USB-C or one type of charging, you'll have to find a cable and use this one. But it's a great feature, and one thing I like about this power bank is the fact that I don't have to worry about having a cable with me at any time, but you'll need one to charge, which should come in the box. I don't have the box, but I think it should come in the box. From the other power banks I've bought, they usually give you a short cable which you can use to charge it using this micro USB port. So that's about it about the charging. It's quite good, and I recommend buying this. There's no fast charging really, but it's fast enough for everyday use. I can't complain about it, and I like it. I'll also get one for myself. As I say this, I borrowed from my friend to do this video and show you what it's like. We have talked about the charging and all that, and I want to talk about the build quality. It's plastic, but it's very quality plastic, and it's sealed quite well all around. And it doesn't, I'll check the prices on the link survey. It changes, so I can't really say the price. You can check on the Oraimo website. It might change from time to time, so you can say, but it's not an expensive power bank. But for the build quality, for the price, it's a great, it feels great and very comfortable in the hands. As much as it's a large power bank, it feels quite comfortable carrying it around. It's just the weight which might be a concern if you have it in your pocket. Lastly, I can talk about this LED lights, which is an additional feature. To turn it on, you'll have to long press this button. You long press it, you can see it's quite bright. You can use it even when in case you're in a blackout, it works quite well. And according to Oraimo, this can go continuously for around over 100 hours. It was 110 hours, I think that's what they claim, but I'm sure it will get to over 100. There's one power bank which I've covered on this channel. This the I think it's called the Traveler 3. You can watch the review video here on this channel. This one could stay up for a bit longer, but this is a larger, for a bit shorter, because this is a larger light, but it's quite useful, especially in emergency situation. The difference with this one is this LED. This LED is just a normal torch. You can't adjust the brightness or turn on emergency mode, but that's not the point of this. The point of the power bank is to charge your devices. And so far, it's a great power bank, and I'd recommend buying it. You can use my links and my promo code, which I leave in the description and the pinned comment. If you are in Kenya or Nigeria, it will take you to the website, and you can get a 5% discount using my code. So now we are done with the video. I'd like to request something of you. I have a weekly newsletter where I'll share deals such as this. I'll also leave it pinned in the description and the pinned comment, so you can check it out there and join that, my weekly newsletter. I can send you an email maybe once every 2 weeks or once every week, depending on the kind of deals I find, not from Oraimo, just from Oraimo, from any other products that I come across, and any other interesting things that I might find. You can join my newsletter. Again, I've left the link on my description. See you in the next one. Bye.